we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Dropping back, it's Marcook. Scrambling away. He's going to go for a big one. He's got it on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end.
He tries to take the top off. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Find some fresh air. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Gators are marching down the field. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Well, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
On the ground, it's Fry. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him. And in turn, you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Fourth down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on
listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Got room to work. Flying out to the left. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Marcook. He's going for a big play downfield. It's caught. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he lays out and snags it down the left side. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Marcook. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Snagged out of the air. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Under fire. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
To go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Now on the option. The give to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Gators have their offense in high gear. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Gator! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over Minnesota. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Had Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He makes the grab. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long,
there he goes! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They dial up on second and a long way to go. To the air, it's Marco. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Myers. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws into the middle of the field. Give him 6. Touchdown, Florida. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been hurting.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going to the running game. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it at the 25. Finds some room. Touchdown, Wolverines. Some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Marco. He's got him. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Four wide receivers spread across the field on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll convert on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. on the ground. It's Fry. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Marco. Extending the play. Finds a tight end down the gut. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end.
Brings it in down the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
The play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. The sneak scores it.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Marshall.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Quarterback may change this route. Now on first down from the 28. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, and it makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Looking for space. It's fly. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to throw, it's Marcook. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The give to the back. Just ran over it. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Rides to back and leaves it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to pass. It's Marcook. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Near midfield, they don't think they can gain enough on the punt. They'll lead the offense out. Fourth and long from the 46. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Meyer. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Now from inside the red zone. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A run for the quarterback. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll run this play from the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads it left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is
headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll walk that one back. It'll be third down.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dropping back, it's Marcook. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that. You got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Dances away to buy time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game. A lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. And then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by turning it on. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. BYU has the lead right now, but this Lavelle Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Navy. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. offense back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Looking for a man. It's Marcook. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. For the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's going to run it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Pressure coming. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. To throw, it's Marcook. Here's a heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
He wants to go deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Tight end now in motion. The give to the left. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now they'll run it to the right here. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Marco. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Bringing the heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
That quick sling is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. They're on it, and they